From his job, WNBC Radio has pulled the plug on Howard Stern. Channel 7's Art McFarlane tells us Stern's outrageous style may have had a lot to do with why he was fired.
In promotional campaigns, they called him How Weird Stern, a reference to some of the outrageous things he would say on his late afternoon program on WNBC Radio. He made jokes about every ethnic, religious, or occupational group that he could think of.
I don't have any regrets over anything I do. I mean, I do a great radio show. I'm God's gift to radio. When Elvis Presley died, he contacted me and told me to keep doing what I'm doing, and that's what I'm doing.
But he apparently went too far for executives at the radio station who have given him the axe. The only reason they gave was to say there were conceptual differences between Stern and management.
I don't understand it. I'm in shock.
One of the latest names to be used in vain by Howard Stern is that of Soupy Sales, who also has a talk show here. Stern apparently expressed being jealous over hearing that Sales might get a syndicated show. I talked to Soupy and asked if he had any hard feelings toward Stern.
No, because that's Howard's show. That's what he does for a show. No, I wasn't offended by it at all, no.
I also spoke about the firing of Stern to his morning counterpart at the radio station, Don Imus.
I mean, of all of the things that either he or I have said on the air are not things you fire people for. You either say don't do it again or whatever. They fired me back in '77 here. And they fired me because I wouldn't talk to the management, you know. I mean, I went for months and never spoke to them. And finally, they got tired of that and they fired me. And they said it was for conceptual differences.
This man sat out in front of NBC today collecting signatures on a petition in support of Stern.
I'm a very big fan of Howard Stern's, and I've listened to him for 2 years, and he's given me complete enjoyment.
You don't have to go very far to find someone who's heard Stern's show at least once. Are you sorry to see him go?
No, I'm not. Anyone who's that prejudiced and that immoral does not belong on the air.
He speaks his piece. I think it's great and he should get his job back.
I got fired. Why can't he get fired? He deserves to get fired.
NBC says he won't be back. The next move belongs to Howard Stern. At 30 Rockefeller Plaza, Art McFarlane, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, and wait a minute. Wait a second. I knew it. I'm in for it today.
Come on, we have 2.5 minutes to get this right.
Was that your next move? Wait a minute, listen, you got a
much better than Tom Snyder, man. Didn't you get fired?
Oh, my goodness.
What'd they tell you, conceptual differences?
You've got a little love-hate relationship going on with your public out there.
And that's my wife at home since I got fired.
Oh, my goodness. What's your reaction to all of this?
I'm fed up. I mean, you know, I don't even understand what happened. You're going to ask me what happened? I don't know.
What did they tell you? I mean, who told you?
First, let me say something. Kaidi's, what are you wearing, a kimono today? You are much better looking than Connie Chung.
We are going to get all the answers here today, aren't we?
Much better looking than Connie Chung.
What were you told, Howard? I mean, what
I was brought upstairs and told I was fired for conceptual differences, and I don't think we really had conceptual differences. What happened was, man, this is really nutty. I mean, it's been pretty crazy. I think, you know, I was just signed to a new contract. I think the radio division really loved what I was doing. I think that everyone in the radio division was very proud of my show. In fact, they even went on TV and advertised it.
Well, I know that your ratings have gone through the roof.
What must have happened is, as you know, there's a whole bunch of guys upstairs who work around these places, and some guy, some 75-year-old guy, you know what I'm talking about, he's got one foot on death's door, must have heard me do something, didn't like it, and they cracked down on the president of the radio division, gave him a hard time, and they told him to fire me. The station was making unbelievable amounts of money, $850 a minute sometimes they were getting an afternoon drive, which they never got before. We had the highest ratings on the station. It's pretty weird, you know?
You just had the magic word, ratings. Now, a lot of people think that, you know, what you do really is for ratings. In fact, you're encouraged by the station. Your campaign is, if we weren't so bad, we wouldn't be so good.
Well, the station is proud of what I did. They even advertised. I mean, there was a big commercial campaign on. Nobody was upset with me. The president of the radio division loved me. My general manager liked what I was doing. He loved the money they were collecting.
Yeah, but you also have to admit that you did some nasty things on the air.
I was not fired for anything I did. The question is not even content here. I was not fired over content. I was fired over someone's idea of what I should be doing. I don't even know who the guy is. And everybody was happy.
Were you warned at all before this happened?
Not really, no.
So what are you going to do next?
I don't know. I'm looking to do record reviews on this TV show of yours. Maybe I can do that.
I heard you one night.
First, I'm getting a nose job, though. You think it's too big?
Howard.
And what about you?
I heard you.
Homosexual?
Wait a minute. I heard you. I heard you.
Nobody this good looking can't be a homosexual.
Wait a minute. I heard you on the Larry King show, and you were talking about that you were terrific and that any station in the country would want you.
Yeah.
Have you had any offers?
I'm looking for a job. My agent is Don Buchwald. Would you please call? I want to get back on the air. That's what I'm looking for.
Lots of good luck.
Nice
Appreciate
shoes.
You
Look at these shoes.
I pulled it today, didn't I?
Please, give me a job.
Look at the draw.
I got a wife and a kid.
Thank
We're
you,
working on
Howard.
another kid. Cuddy.
Well, I can't believe I'm going to try to follow that, but here goes anyway. Next, it happens every year on this date at a church in Brooklyn.